Bem-vindo to Expatrace.com's top 10 places to visit in Brazil. Brazil is an interesting globe travel destination, known for having one of the best football teams in the world, the Rio de Janeiro Carnival, and the incredible Iguazu Falls. Brazil is the largest country in South America, covering most of the continent's northeastern area and bordering all of its neighbors save Chile and Ecuador. Here we go. Number 10. Recife. There's nothing not to like about Brazil's Venice. A network of waterways, bridges, islets, and peninsulas run through the city, and tropical woods with rivers and islands to explore are just outside. Here you'll find a lovely ancient old town, as well as excellent culture and beautiful beaches. Recife Antigo is an old town, which is located on its own island near the harbor. Because of the white beaches and coral reefs, most people agree that Boa Viagem is the most popular beach in town. Recife is a vast city with a lot to offer, including a fantastic carnival location. Traditional handicrafts, medicinal herbs, and locally made cuisine can all be found at the city's largest market, the Sao Jose Market. Recife's beaches are regarded as some of the best. With its immaculate white sands, clear water, and coral reef, Boa Viagem is the most popular beach, lined with hotels, restaurants, and bars. Number 9. Olinda. Olinda, on Brazil's Atlantic coast in the northeastern state of Pernambuco, is one of the country's best preserved colonial cities. The city was established by the Portuguese in the early 16th century and served as the state's capital until it was torched by the Dutch, following which it was annexed by Recife, its adjacent neighbor. Every year, Olinda celebrates a vibrant carnival celebration that differs from those in Rio de Janeiro and Salvador, in that Olinda's festival is best experienced during the day and contains African music, dances, and traditions. Parades, expensive costumes, enormous puppet dolls, street celebrations, and the sounds of maracatu and frevo are all part of Olinda's carnival. Number 8. Manos. The capital state of the Amazonas state in northwestern Brazil, Manos is a popular tourist destination since it is the entry point to the Amazon jungle. Manos is northern, is the largest urban center, including notable landmarks such as the Amazonas Opera House, the Adolfo Lisboa Market, and the Rio Negro Palace, thanks to the region's thriving rubber industry in the early 20th century. The Port of Manos is not only a major economic hub for a variety of manufacturing businesses, but it is also the most popular starting place for river cruises into the Amazon rainforest. The Paracatuba Waterfall, Love Cascade, and sightings of the pied tamarin, Brazil's most endangered monkey, are among the highlights of these tours. The meeting of the waters, a natural phenomenon in which the two rivers of Negro and Salimes run side by side for more than 3 miles without combining, is another noteworthy sight. Number 7. Fortaleza. Fortaleza is another major city in Brazil. It's famous for its vibrant cultural scene, beautiful beaches, and even better shopping. If you're looking for a beach, Meireles, Mucuripe, Iracema, and everyone's favorite, Praia do Futuro, are all worth visiting. Spend your mornings meandering through Centro, the city's oldest neighborhood, and your evenings in Praia de Iracema, a densely packed area with hotels, restaurants, and nightlife. When you've got your fill of Fortaleza's beaches, head to the Serra coast to explore the small fishing communities and rolling dune beaches. Number 6. Foz do Iguaçu. Amongst of the world's most awe-inspiring natural wonders, Iguazu Falls crosses the Argentine-Brazilian border. Because of its enormous size and scope, it is frequently likened to Niagara Falls and Victoria Falls. Its unending series of cascades, surrounded by lush jungle, run for about 3 kilometers, making it the world's most extensive waterfall system. Countless liters of water from the Iguazu River flows over the Parana Plateau, crashing into the rocks and ponds below. While Argentina accounts for 80% of the falls, the Brazilian side provides the most breathtaking vistas, with the Devil's Throat Canyon being the centerpiece. Visitors can take a boat trip beneath the falls or go hiking in the humid rainforest that surrounds them, in addition to staring in awe at Iguazu Falls and taking in the deafening roar. Foz do Iguaçu, a large and relatively safe city by Brazilian standards, is the Brazilian side's gateway to the falls. Number 5. Brasilia. Brazil's capital, built in the 1960s, is a meticulously designed and well-organized city. The iconic infrastructure of Brasilia is designed in the shape of an airplane. A separate district, such as residential, government, finance, culture, and commerce, is represented by each sector of the plane. Tourists and professional architects alike are drawn to the architecture here. Take a look at the Three Powers Square. The Supreme Court, Congress, and the Presidential Palace are all located here. Brasilia is an open-air memorial to the people who molded and built it, notably urban planner Rocio Costa and architect Oscar Niemeyer, in the center of the hot, arid landscape of Brazil's center-west. A lot of tons of concrete and steel were poured into a series of modernist architectural jewels worth exploring for a day or two, but not on foot, as the huge city was built for vehicles, not pedestrians. The Metropolitan Cathedral, with its white columns reaching to the sky and a hyperboloid structure studded with stained glass, is a prime example of Niemeyer's much-loved curves. Number 4. Salvador. Salvador is among Brazil's top tourist destinations, with a historic old city, stunning beaches, vibrant culture, and one of the world's largest carnival celebrations. It is the third largest city in Brazil and the capital of the state of Bahia. It is amongst the oldest cities in the Americas. Located on the shore of the Bay of All Saints, has great beaches for sunbathing, swimming, and surfing. Porto de Barra, Flamengo, and Stella Maris are among the most popular. Salvador's old city, which contains colonial architecture, gorgeous cathedrals, and plazas where important events previously occurred, still maintains vestiges of its history. Many restaurants, bars, art galleries, and handcraft shops may also be found in the old area. In contrast, Salvador's new city sector is home to all of the city's new developments, including commercial malls, entertainment venues, golf courses, and residential subdivisions. Number 3. Pantanal. The Pantanal, the world's largest wetland region, provides the best animal viewing in Brazil. The Pantanal is home to South America's largest animal, tapir, and largest bird, rhea, as well as more than 230 fish species and 650 bird species, as well as apex predators like jaguars, caimans, and anacondas. The Pantanal, which covers a region more than half the size of France, can be explored in a variety of ways. The Estrada Transbandeneira is the most accessible route, but tiny planes and motorboats can take you to more remote areas and premium hotels. During the dry season, from May to September, it's easier to detect wildlife. However, as the water levels rise in October, the rivers breach their banks and inundate the surrounding plains, resulting in an abundance of flora and flocks of wading birds. The debut of river cruises coincides with the arrival of the rainy season. The sun deck of a 15-cabin boat excursion to the Serra do Amolar Mountains near the Bolivian border is a great vantage point from which to observe the region's magnificence. Number 2. Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo City is the beating center of Sao Paulo State. It is Brazil's and one of the world's most populous cities. It's a bit of a melting pot, with people from various walks of life calling it home, including the world's largest Japanese community outside of Japan. There are wonderful fine dining restaurants and sophisticated pubs, as well as incredible art galleries and experimental theater. It's the place to visit if you want a taste of refined city life. Sao Paulo is a massive city with a population of 20 million people. It has all the trappings of a huge city, but for those willing to look a little closer, it has a spirit that matches New York City. Number 1. Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro is the most energetic and thrilling city on the planet. It is the most visited city in South America because of its well-known mountains, beaches, and carnival celebration. Located on one of the world's largest harbors, surrounded by natural wonders such as the Sugarloaf and Corcovado Mountains, as well as well-known beaches such as Copacabana and Ipanema. Tijuca National Park, amongst of the world's largest urban forests, is nestled within this huge metropolis filled with native vegetation and fauna. The massive Christ, the Redeemer Monument atop Corcovado Mountain, is the city's most famous feature. Colonial strongholds, past presidential palaces, and American Stadium, one of the world's largest football stadiums, are among the city's other notable landmarks. Unfortunately, most people associate Rio with crime and favelas. Favelas are low-income housing districts, generally slums on the city's various mountain slopes that are juxtaposed with middle-class communities. Até a próxima vez. Thanks for watching Expatra's Top 10 Places to Visit in Brazil. Please leave a thumbs up if you like it and a sub if you loved it. You can visit us on our website at expatrace.com and on all social media. Ciao.